So we've got a lot of millennials that are stepping into the home buying process.
Yeah.
What are some ways that, how would you work with a millennial, or what would be some ways that you would encourage them in the process?
Yeah, and in light of that too, buying a home and just the amount of just equity that you can find in a home, or the amount of money that you actually have to put down has changed. So there's so many loan opportunities out there, Roy, that you don't put any money down. You put 3% down, 3.5% down. And what I tend to tell millennials are, it's a great opportunity to build wealth or net worth. The equity in a home, a lot of people tend to look at them as just a home. But I think there's been a mind shift lately of the millennial, and just to be able to access a home for little money down.
So a lot of times whenever a millennial walks into a house, they're looking for that perfect home. But really, you don't need to look for the perfect home. You need to look for a home that works at that moment, because it's going to build equity over time. So as that equity builds, which equity is the value of your house now in comparison to the value that it was when you bought it.
Correct.
So maybe you have $30,000 worth of equity in the house.
Absolutely.
When you sell that house, now you've got $30,000 plus whatever you've paid down and the down payment to go buy your next house. Now you're growing your wealth by buying a bigger house each time, or something that's more perfect to what you want.
We don't live in homes very long, typically 5 to 8 years. And if you're going to purchase a home and say you put 3% down, every month you live in that home, you're making a mortgage payment, which pays down your principal. You are paying interest, taxes, but you're paying your principal down. You're putting 3% down. And what you begin to do is gain equity in that house, because as you're paying that house note down, the homes around you, on average, typically are going up every year. And so you live there 5 years, you're paying your principal payment down. Generally, you could get a greater return owning a home than the stock market, than day trading, than buying and selling other commodities. And we don't like people to look at a home as a commodity, but what a great way to just gain wealth. You're not paying rent, and every dollar that you're putting into your housing, typically, you're going to get back when the sale of your home happens, plus equity.